My family neglected me for years. During Thanksgiving, I offhandedly revealed my $160 million wealth. My sister was stunned, and my dad just stayed quiet. I learned how to vanish when I was 9. That was the year my sister Sophie hit 18 and got her first car, a gleaming BMW parked in the driveway with a giant red bow tied around it. I watched from my bedroom window as she squealed and jumped around, throwing her arms around our parents while neighbors streamed over to praise them for raising such an outstanding daughter. No one noticed me up there in my hand-me-down sweater and discount store pants. Sophie had been the star from the moment she arrived. She was 7 years older than me and came along when our parents were still young and full of dreams, convinced they could mold the ideal child. By the time I showed up, I suspect I was more of a surprise than a project. The excitement had worn off. The baby album stayed blank after my first birthday. Our parents ran a decently profitable insurance agency in Connecticut. We weren't rich, but we weren't struggling either. At least Sophie wasn't. She attended Westfield Academy, a private school that charged more annually than most families spent on a vehicle. I went to Franklin Public 3 blocks away, where the roof leaked during storms and the textbooks were stuck in the early 2000s. When I asked why Sophie got private school and I didn't, Mom gave me a look like I'd questioned gravity. Sophie needs more challenge, darling. She's gifted. You're thriving where you are. Fine. That word haunted me as a kid. Sophie was exceptional, brilliant, destined for big things. I was fine. Sophie's 17th birthday gift was a trip to Paris with our parents. Mine was a $30 sheet cake from the supermarket. I bought a used graphing calculator for class because mine died, and I knew not to ask for a new one. At first, I wasn't resentful about the imbalance. I was too little to understand it. I assumed families worked that way. Some kids earned more because they merited it. I absorbed that idea until it shaped me. But I also cultivated something my sister never needed: resourcefulness. While Sophie took French and violin lessons, I taught myself programming from library books and free online tutorials. While she spent summers at elite camps in the Adirondacks, I stocked shelves at a corner grocery and saved every penny. While she debated which Ivy League school to grace, I applied to state colleges and begged for scholarships. I landed at the University of Connecticut on a full academic ride. My parents took me to Applebee's to mark the occasion. When Sophie got into Yale and they paid full freight, they threw a garden party for 50 guests with catered trays and a champagne toast. I ate 3 sliders and slipped out early. No one noticed. College became my lifeline. I double majored in computer science and math, juggled 2 part-time jobs, and used every spare minute sharpening my skills. Most holidays I stayed away from home. I told my parents I was swamped with work or classes, which was true. But really I couldn't bear Sophie sweeping into applause while I got distracted. "Oh, you're here too." In my junior year, something shifted. To make extra cash, I'd started freelancing, building websites and apps for local businesses. One client mentioned their company was hemorrhaging money on sloppy inventory tracking. Over winter break, I coded a fix. It was grueling, but it worked. They paid me $6,500, the largest sum I'd ever held at once. I can't tell you the full story in short. To watch the full story, click the related link below.